We're back on the pond building project today. It's probably been 2.5 months since I've been up here after John Burnett, then had to do a surgery and then the recovery on that, and then we've had some other stuff, so it's been quite a while. The homeowner had a little fire right there, but John burned all that stuff, and today we got Mr. Man on the ground who's jumped right into action on...
Don't let anybody know I know how to use this. Shh, it's a secret.
It's a secret. What are we doing? Oh, we got some debris in there.
Yeah, somebody got this thing in the dirt.
I don't know who would do that, and I don't know who would use their pocket knife to dig a grease fitting out when you got other stuff that you don't have to put in your pocket. Oh, putting some grease with an S.
All depends on what part of the country you're from. I need an operator to lay this thing down so I can reach the other one. You know anybody?
I don't know, but I do know one thing. John doesn't sweep the cab out when he gets done at the end of the day like I do, so I got to get this thing up to operating standard. Oh, it must have been muddy when he was up here. Let's see how good a Volvo starts after sitting for 2 months. July 4th was the last time this thing's been started, and the power was left on. Radio still works. Secret code. Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Did you forget to take the key out?
I'm innocent on this.
I blame this on you.
I'm bad luck, man. I'm just bad luck.
So this has never happened before.
First time for everything.
I guess. Alrighty then. Well, the dozer will be here shortly, and it's 24 volts, so we can get this thing jump started, because the pickup truck doesn't. I take that back. It has happened once. That was before I changed the batteries in it.
See, back home this is pretty common, so we come prepared.
Really? I mean, I got jumper cables, but not a jump box. So we're just gonna sit here and admire the scenery. We'll probably need to get that stick out of the track. You don't have to, but it helps.
Well, you know, at least it won't be poked. Goodness gracious.
My gracious. Well, we can at least set the laser up and figure out where the pond's going to be at, since all the flags got run over. Well, we're going to try the pickup truck, letting it charge one of the batteries, and then we'll hook it to the main one there. See what it does. Till then, he's going to work on the fittings he can get to. Guess I can get the laser out and we can go reflag the pond here, but I'm gonna see if this thing will start here in a second and let it sit there and charge up. So we're down here at the pond while the excavator charges some more, and we're kind of lay out. All the flags have gotten run over, but we want to try to save this big white oak, so let's shoot it with...
Wait a minute, you call that a big tree?
It's the biggest in the vicinity. So that's not a big tree.
I was gonna say, I'll give you credit on that.
That's not a big tree, but it's the biggest around here.
That thing's in preschool back home.
Well, that's what I'm getting to. I mean, I've taken down bigger trees with the mini excavator before, but
we're gonna get into this contest, huh? I'm sorry. All right, what are we doing? I'm supposed to be working.
That looks like a good spot for the water level to be.
Bam, I like it. And you got the laser set up just perfect in my eyes, which I appreciate.
So he's gonna set grade, hopefully. Oh! You sure you've done this before?
No, first timer.
Man on the ground.
Man on the ground needs his man behind his ears. Man, this thing.
Junk! Just junk!
I'll keep my comments for the comment section.
I don't never seem to have a problem with it. I don't. Of course, normally I screw it on the top of the stick.
Where in the world is that thing at?
Just put it right there.
No, we're gonna get this right.
I could move the flag and it wouldn't be right, so there you go.
There.
A minute 30 later, here we are. We now have the receiver locked in place. Let's go down this way and see where it'll be. There should be, I think there's a flag right here. No, that's not a flag. Should be about 20 feet from the wood line, or right there. You know what the good thing about ponds are? You can change it with a scoop here and a scoop from there. This is great. Last time I was having to film, hold the flags, and the grade rod at the same time.
Like I tell everybody back home, it's hard to find good help.
No.
I feel like a locator.
This is great. And then it should curve around because we're starting to go downhill now. I wanted the dam to tie in somewhere front and face around this oak tree right here.
Yeah, you're gonna be pretty close.
Which, all I got to do is put some dirt in here to change that, so.
You're pretty much going right towards it.
We'll probably end up pulling this back a little bit more right here and put some dirt in here just to.
I'm sure it's hard to see on camera, but you kind of got a rolling hump right there.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a whole lot to get that out.
No, but you know, you can cut that back 8 feet and only have a little bit of a slope. So we're gonna put a flag right here. We'll fill all this in.
I'm buying what you're selling.
Yeah. If we get a machine started, we'll be
It's gonna take a while to do this for the show.
That looks wet. I'm gonna take the high road.
I'm gonna go walk the balance beam.
Do it. If you make it, I'll go for it.
Like a better idea than back there.
All right, well, we're gonna lay this side out, and hopefully we'll have the dozer here soon, and we'll start pushing and laying some dirt back. Take 3.
Oh yeah, we got action now.
We just had to lay the pond out. Got some juice in her now. We'll sit there and let her charge up for a little while before we cut it off. Look at that, even got you a nice dozer with a cab.
I don't know what to do with myself today.
Blade's bigger, got windows, air conditioning, radio, even though you
Do I have to use them all?
don't have to.
I'm kind of like Jerry a little bit. I'm a little bit old school.
Are you? Open the windows up and just roll with it.
Until you get attacked by yellow jackets.
Then you shut them.
Then we close them up.
Hit the little AC button. Get all the snowflakes. Oh, here, I think that's your good one. That's our grease tip cover there. Works great.
It does.
Because they tend to ooze all out over everything, and with that fitting on there, it doesn't fit back in the case like it should, so you just kind of got to lay it up in there.
I'm just glad you have better luck with your red one than I do.
That is honestly, those have been the best grease guns I've ever had.
I got 3 tubes through the first one I owned. I got about 9 tubes through the second one I owned. I didn't buy a third one. And I cannot get them to warranty them for nothing.
Really? That's the first one I've ever owned, and it has lasted 3 times longer than any other one I've ever owned.
I guess they just don't like me.
I've had the blue ones, and I've had the yellow ones, and the red one is the best. Now
The red one I like the best as far as using it. I just can't get it to last.
I like the Lincolns the best, but they would not last about 6-8 months. The DeWalt, let's forget that.
See, I'm the opposite.
You got that one? That was the absolute worst grease gun I ever
I got
had.
my original DeWalt I've had for probably 12 years.
I had that one 6 months. Burn it up.
Maybe it's in different parts of the country.
Must be.
They sell the rejects down where I'm at.
Oh, is that? I get the rejects, all the other ones down here?
Yeah, the DeWalt rejects come up here. The Milwaukee rejects go to my place.
All right, we'll pull that over here and let's put some fuel in it.
Waiting on me.
We're ready. Here we go. We're gonna go down here and I'm gonna rake through those ashes, get the big stuff out. We're gonna take the dirt, roots, ashes, and topsoil, windrow them against the tree line for the back side, and get set up to dig the core trench, start moving some dirt. All right, let's move some ashes. My Michael's getting the hang of the Komatsu. Taking everything and mixing it in and shoving it down there towards the backside of the pond dam. Trying to get all the ashes and roots and sticks and everything mixed together and pushed back to the backside. This little stump. Just get it where he can handle pushing it the rest of the way. It's a pretty good pile right here. It's a little wet, so maybe we can mix it all together and make something usable out of it. We got DP tracking in the topsoil and roots back here. Oh, letting all that power loose. You want to show them all that power there?
Take it's a beast, man.
She's a beast.
It's a beast.
Got her done.
I don't know about you, but I'm kind of missing Jerry.
I don't know. I've never met Jerry, so
you'd be missing him if you knew him. I promise you.
So I mean, really, you're just used to watching him work, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You get him started and just stand back, right?
I've now realized I'm spoiled.
Well, I'm not spoiled because, you know, if I'm not here, nothing really happens. So, like I told you, I'd be doing this by myself right now.
So I guess bad help's better than no help.
You know, some help's better than no help at all. Is the way I look at it.
I'm glad you got low standards.
I know.
Maybe you'll keep me around for the week.
Some help's better than no help at all. All right, so we did really good. Got all that pushed down here. He pushed it. It ended up working better where he was just pushing it to me and I was laying it up there, tracking it in place there, packing it down. So what we're going to do now is, now that the backside is put in place, I'm going to start the core trench. It looks like our water level was somewhere right in here, so I'm going to go up there a little bit farther. This dirt's really good at holding water, as you can tell. We're in a drought and it's muddy down here, so I'm just going to dig the core trench, the bucket width, just down through here, 2, 3, 4 feet deep, kind of whatever it looks like as I'm digging. I can kind of look at the material and tell that if it's going to be good or not. I'm going to lay it actually on top of that topsoil, and that'll start the slope for the backside of the dam, the clay for that. And then we'll go up there and we'll start our cut and transfer it down here. So pretty much you don't have a whole lot to do for the next 15 minutes while I dig this. And once I get this dug, you can kind of start on it. You can, yeah, you can blade it over, knock it down. Then we'll go up here and start bringing dirt down.
Something about parking a dozer in the way. I thought we were good, but apparently not. I told him that's how he knows I'm a true wannabe operator, because I knew how to park right in the exact way. I was telling Chris, it's crazy how different the dirt is from what we're used to working with. He's got some of the same problems and some of the same issues, but definitely a little bit different material, and that sounds like a little bit of rock. Hopefully that's not a problem. Looking good. Just amazes me how quick their dirt changes from clay to what we call soapstone. Gray clay, red clay. Some of it gets sandy. We have a lot of different types of dirt back home, but they don't change quite that quick. He is not wasting any time digging the core.
All right, working on the core trench, getting it down to a good solid base. Then I'll let him come up here and kind of knock that down while I go over there and start transferring the clay down here. Start pushing it, we'll get that filled in and start building our pond dam. Kind of bridges over that mud and starts giving him something good to grade. All right, boys, we got the core cut in there. He's drug that back some. Got most of that tracked over. Got to come knock this down. Blading this up here. Water level is going to come about right there. Look at that, right where it needs to be. I'm going to go up there and start cutting out for the pond. If the dirt doesn't look good enough, I may just come right here and dig some of this out. I want some good dirt for the trench right here. And when I say good dirt, I mean a good compactable clay. Some people say, I guess I should say a good compactable clay, because sometimes good dirt is some nice clean topsoil that'll grow some grass. So I'll need some good compactable clay to fill that core trench up instead of the mud that I might get up there. So I may actually just start digging right here and lay some over here, let him push that in there, and then go ahead up there and start cutting the pond out. All right, so I didn't like the clay up there for the core trench, so I got some good dirt, some good red clay right here. I mean, this is absolutely the most prettiest stuff you could ask for our pond dam. So I'm going to cut this out down the grade or whatever I need to fill that in, and then transfer that down. And by the time I mix the other dirt in with what's left of this dirt, it'll make good dirt. So I'm throwing it over here, and Mike is taking it and pushing it into the core trench to make sure the track is on top of it, packing it in. Since we only had to go down about 2 to 3 feet, it'll pack it in there pretty good. If he does about half at an angle there, then I'll run up and down it with this, and it'll pack it to the level we need it packed it. Nice to work with somebody that's done this a whole lot, and he can pretty much know my next move. That's one of the key things you need with a good operator, is to be able to read each other's minds without even looking or saying anything. That's what makes a good team. It's just, the bad part is, everybody that knows how to do that, they work for themselves. They have their own businesses because they can make money doing it. some nice red compactable clay put in that core trench. Got a full scoop of dirt. Now I'm going to run over it with the excavator. That'll finish packing off anything that needs to be packed in. Probably 57,000 pounds. It packs it down good. Alright, let's move some dirt for the pond. I'll start all the way up in the head section, making a cut, throwing it back here. Mike's grabbing it, taking it to the pond dam. We'll either put it on the pond dam if you can, or stockpile it. When I get down there, we'll lay it up on there and start spreading it out and dragging it in. This whole side cut out and put on the pond dam today. No problem. So a good way to tell if your clay is good for a pond, it starts sticking to the bucket like it's doing. Slam the bucket a time or two to get it out. Water won't go through that very easily. All right, first cut is done. That made the bank, and that cut there. Dirt is up here, just kind of worked on this corner here. And get the first lift all tracked in. We got to add a little bit more right in there, but we'll do that on this cut right here. So about 2 more hours before we leave, so I'm probably get at least probably right here, all that cut down to here laid back. That'll be our next lift on the pond dam. Here we go. About a third of the way back with the second cut. Rolling dirt, he's pushing it back there. It's a little bit slower pushing now just because he's having to go uphill. But everything that he can push is that much less I have to move again. Was a little bit wet up there, but this material here is pretty dry, so you just kind of mix it all together and it becomes one very sticky material because it sticks in the bucket badly, which is good because it bonds together. That's what you want. I got tired of digging, so he's gonna have at it. Lay a little dirt back, and I'm gonna push. Like a pond now. I don't know if I can do this one-handed or not. If we're not careful, it's going to start looking like a pond here for long. On that next cut, we'll have it all the way down to the grade of the old kind of valley here. Not much of a valley, low area. We got a big scoop of dirt. He's tracking that in. I just spread that out. Excavator just kind of packs it down a little bit better. Yeah, we make one more big cut here. Take care of all that. Oh yeah, moved a fair amount of dirt today. Not too bad for your first day.
Hey.
Overall opinions of the 220. Are you sold on it yet after your hour?
My machine's a Volvo, your machine's a Volvo. That's about where the comparisons stop, but it's just not the size. It just, I don't know, it's different.
Night and day difference.
Night and day difference.
You see why I'm sold on those machines now?
Yeah. I just don't know if I can justify that size machine.
It's a big machine.
It is.
But you also have two 850s, so you could park the old one. And
see, we're complete opposites. I got you covered in the dozer market. You got me in the excavator market. We tackle stuff completely
differently. Y'all like to push. I like to throw it.
Yeah.
See, I think you could get rid of 850 and give it to Kleeman. He could play on his.
I like my 850 too much.
Jerry likes your 850 too much.
Yeah, Jerry still runs the old one. He won't even run the new one. No, it's a nice machine. Very nice machine.
Well, let's go fuel up these machines and we'll put a good whooping on it tomorrow.
Yeah, we made, we actually only moved dirt for what, 3.5, 4 hours?
We probably didn't get started. Well, we really didn't start moving dirt till like 10 o'clock.
We got in at lunch.
Yeah.
We took lunch, so yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good for a couple amateurs.
Not too bad. Maybe we'll watch some videos tonight and get better for tomorrow.